Hi, this is Mighty John, the record guy from MoneyMusic.com, and welcome to our 5th episode of Money Music, where you'll learn the value of your vinyl records. Each episode, we feature 10 records, each worth up to $100 or more. We hope you'll like, subscribe, and comment, and hit that notification bell. And be sure to watch all the way through, because at the end, we'll show you how to spot a fake from an original on one of the most valuable records. The vault is open, so let's take a look and count them down. Number 10. What hit by Warren Zevon can scare up $100 today? Warren Zevon created a howling hit with a little help from his friends John McVie and Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac. Included on Zevon's album Excitable Boy, Werewolves of London hit the Billboard charts in April of 1978. The 45 on Asylum Records is worth no more than $10, but the picture disc version, as shown here, released by Elektra Records, is worth up to $100 today. Number 9. How much is Madonna's first album worth? Madonna has sold over 300 million records, and there doesn't seem to be any end in sight. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2012, Madonna is the #1 best-selling recording artist of the 20th century. In 1983, Sire Records released her album Like a Virgin. With over 21 million sold, it became her first #1 album. A white vinyl copy, as seen here, is worth up to $125 today. Number 8. What album by the Carpenters is worth up to $150? Brother-sister Karen and Richard Carpenter made up the most successful singing duo of the 1970s. With over 100 million records sold, they had 10 singles that went gold. Their first single, a remake of the Beatles' Ticket to Ride, can now sell for $15. But their 1969 debut album, Offering, featuring Ticket to Ride, released on A&M Records, is now worth up to $150. Number 7. What was the name of ZZ Top's first album? Yeah, trick question. And how much is it worth? ZZ Top is a blues rock band that came out of Texas in the early 1970s and still maintains a strong fan base today. With the advent of MTV and videos of their classics like Sharp Dressed Man and Legs, their popularity exploded. Their first 45, Salt Lick, released on Scat Records in 1969, can now sell for $100. And their debut album, titled First Album, released on London Records in 1971, is worth up to $200 today. Number 6. When is a picture of a toilet worth $250? The Mamas and Papas had 6 top 5 hits in 1966 and 1967, including California Dreamin' and Monday Monday. Their 1966 album, If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears, released by Dunhill Records, is worth up to $30 if the view of the toilet on the cover is blocked off. But if there is a full view of the toilet on the cover, as seen here, then the value jumps up to $250. Number 5. When does a song about a boyfriend become worth more than a song about his girlfriend? In 1959, a young Neil Sedaka first broke into the top 10 with a song about his girlfriend, Carol Klein. She would later change her name to Carole King and go on to have one of the greatest musical careers of all time. Neil's song about her, Oh Carol, released by RCA, is worth no more than $20. But her song about him, Oh Neil, released on Alpine Records in 1960, is worth up to $500 today. Number 4. Which Roy Orbison album can sell for $600? Although Roy Orbison had some minor success with Sun Records, it wasn't until he signed with Monument Records that he gained superstar status. On Monument, the hits came Fast Like Crying and the monster smash, Oh Pretty Woman. His first album for Monument, Lonely and Blue, featured other Orbison hits like I'm Hurtin'. The 45 of I'm Hurtin', with its picture sleeve, is worth up to $50. A 1961 mono version of the Lonely and Blue album is worth up to $200. A stereo copy can sell for up to $600 today. Number 3. How old was Dolly Parton when she recorded her first record, and how much is a copy worth? Dolly Parton is known for her hits like I Will Always Love You, which was also a smash for Whitney Houston. Dolly was one of 12 children from a poor Tennessee family. Many of her early hits, like Coat of Many Colors, reflect her meager upbringing. At 13, her first record, Puppy Love, was released by Gold Band Records. The publicity photo is shown here, along with the single. The record is worth up to $750 today. Number 2, what record inspired by an inscription on a tombstone can sell for $1,000? The Teddy Bears was Phil Spector's first group. Their one hit came in 1958 with To Know Him Is to Love Him. Rumor has it that Spector took the title from his father's tombstone. The single stayed on the Billboard charts for 23 weeks. It was number 1 for 3 weeks in a row. Released on Tour Records, the 45 can fetch $50. A mono copy of the album, The Teddy Bears Sing, which contains the hit, was released on Imperial Records in 1959 and is worth up to $500 in mono. A stereo copy can bring the value up to $1,000. Number 1. What can make a $50 album jump to $5,000? The only album credited to Paul and Linda McCartney was Bram, released by Apple Records in 1971. The biggest single from the album was Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey. The Ram album, issued in stereo, is worth up to $50. However, a monaural copy is worth up to $5,000. No original covers list monaural on the cover. You have to check the label as shown here, and it is worth up to $5,000. And a reminder to beware of counterfeit records. A great example would be My Bonnie by Tony Sheridan and the Beat Brothers. Of course, the Beat Brothers are the Beatles. An original copy of the 45 is worth up to $12,000. It's on Decca Records with a black label with silver print and a multicolored stripe across the center. A counterfeit would be on a black label with silver print and no multicolored stripe across the center, and worth maybe $10. If there is a record you would like us to feature here on Mighty John's Money Music, please post it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. For more information on what your records are worth, please visit our website, moneymusic.com.